Welcome to a bit of a special occasion beer review with your Chili Nutmeg 2 Palmetto because we are out of the upstate studio. Because this is a quick turn review and it is very, very fitting as the finale of Stranger Things, this series that has lived very, very infamously in the hearts and minds of many television streaming fans. It airs tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So we are going to ring that in the only way we know how with Vecna's Brunch. Have brunch with Vecna. He's probably not as scared. No, that's not true. He's royal POS. Anyway, so yes. And you can, of course, catch the review from Red and Red Real Reviews as we give our thoughts on if this finale really set Stranger Things out on the right note. So, Vecna's Brunch, and it is a pastry-style sour ale, gluten-free dessert sour, DSSOLVR in collaboration with Atrium Brewing Company. Vecna's Brunch, we'll show you that, very much mind flayer on the front of the can with God, that was so early in the series. I don't remember. The person in the middle, was that Vecna or was that Will? Anyway, DSSOLVR brewed until surreal. Collaboration: Vecna's Brunch, gluten-free dessert sour with blueberry, maple, vanilla, brown sugar, and granola. 6% on the nose. Brewed in can at DSSOLVR with their address up in Asheville. That's Atrium's. Okay. So this actually kind of looks like either the Schilling beer logo or maybe Pure Project. I didn't know Atrium also had a very similar logo. Craft malt certified. There is no date on the can, but I can tell you they only released this maybe a week before Christmas, which is when part 2 dropped of season 5. So it's incredibly fresh. And I ran up and grabbed a couple 4-packs of these on Christmas Eve, but I had it on tap because I knew it was going to be good, but I wanted to, see it for myself and that sort of thing. I didn't want to totally go into this blind because I really just couldn't wait to have it. So yeah, Vecna's Brunch. We'll have brunch with Vecna, and we'll see just how good this is coming out of the can. I already know it's amazing on tap. So because it's a pastry style, we're going to do a very, very special return of the One Flight Down shake cam, and with some typical music that you may recognize. All right. In full disclosure, I lost count in the middle of that, so it may or may not have been 30 seconds. We're going to roll it around. We'll give it a tippity tap to make sure it's nice and calm down. Because we don't want an explosion. We do not like explosions on this channel. What we do like on this channel, however, is the hard pour. Oh my goodness. So I know what's in this, but shaking it up and stirring around and everything really unleashed it in a huge glorified way. Okay. Get as much of that in the can as we possibly can. Actually, because I've had this, I'll take a sip off the can first. All right, hold it up. It's pretty dark red. I don't know if you'd say it's purplish. I don't know if it kind of bleeds into purple towards the center, but it's very, very red. I personally wouldn't call that purple. I think that's just all straight red. The head dissipated immediately. It's not super thick to the eyes. The head dissipated almost instantaneously. All right, and we'll go off. We'll judge it: blueberry, maple, vanilla, brown sugar, and granola. So I will say, when I had this in the tap room, it smelled like cranberry or strawberry to me. But knowing it's blueberry, that's kind of what the berry note is. But it's also very much overtaken by brown sugar, by maple. Probably more so the brown sugar in the aroma. Extremely sweet, but it does have a hint of maple syrup. So the maple is definitely in there and definitely noticeable. Cheers. Let's take a sip. So the other thing that I described this as when I had it in tap room, because it does have a little bit of a bready body to it with the syrup, the maple syrup and a bready body. So to me, what this tastes like is one of those little fruit tarts, like a strawberry fruit tart or a cherry fruit tart, something like that, and you drizzle the frosting over the top of it. Well, you don't do it; they do that in the packaging. But that's what this reminds me of. So it's interesting to read the can and see blueberry, because I don't know if I've ever seen those little, fruit tarts at blueberry. They're just strawberry, cherry, something, a red fruit. But it still tastes like that to me. The blueberry, I don't know if this is an effect of like sugar, brown sugar, or maple syrup, but to me, there's an effect on this that takes the blueberry and shies it more towards a red fruit type of flavor. But it is absolutely delicious. It's delectable. It's got a full body for as thin as it looks. I mean, the color's thick, but the liquid looks like it's more thin. For as thin as that looks, it's incredibly thick. This does really taste like maple syrup poured over your pancakes with whatever your fruit of choice on top. That's what this tastes like, a liquid form of that. It is very, very good. Check out Stranger Things finale tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. There's a lot of P's in there on Netflix, and catch the Red and Red review on YouTube and Rumble or audio a few hours earlier, wherever you get your podcast. So cheers, friends, and don't be afraid to have brunch. Brunch. There I go again. Brunch with Vecna. This is quite tasty. DSSOLVR did a great job. Cheers.